Hello, welcome back. My name is Artur Ganszeniec. I was the lead story designer for the first Witcher, and now I'm playing the game 18 years after the release. And we are in the middle of chapter 3. Let's just take a look at the quests. There are some political stuff going on. There's a werewolf. I have to find a way of uncurse. I still have to find the loot for my bard friend, and I have to find and dismantle Salamandra operations in Vezima, in track-related operations, and playing chapter 3. Or watching me play chapter 3, you might notice how different the pacing is when compared to chapter 2. Chapter 2 was a noir crime, like detective story, and
there are more massacres in the non-human.
I was responsible as a player for putting it all together, so the story wasn't really pushing me forward. It was just laying clues for me to analyze and find the solution, while chapter 3 is more like a political thriller or action movie. We've been to a posh party where we met a princess, we helped rob a bank. There's a lot of going on. Everything is politically charged and action-packed, so this chapter pushes us forward. It surprises us all the time, and the pace of event is even faster. And we will see that we'll see that soon. But now let's talk to. Oh, here's Captain Nice.
Greetings.
Farewell.
Okay, but he plays lesser role in these events. But Jailer Jethro has some information about Salamandra operation.
What is it?
And he has also a fisstech problem, so substance abuse problem.
You look ill, Jethro.
Haven't slept in 5 days, but I feel good as new.
You're going to crash.
Nah, it's not unlike swimming in buttermilk.
Okay.
Hear about the notice.
Right. Do you have the juices?
Not yet. I just wanted to make sure you still needed them.
Yeah. Deal with those monsters or it's my problem.
Okay, I feel like I missed something because. Oh yeah, okay. I've already talked to Jethro last time, so I have a lead about a dealer in the slums. And while we go to the slums, let's talk about how Jethro is named. His name is Jethro, but in one of the first iteration, he was called Janko or something like this, so like a very simple peasant Polish name. And that was the part we consulted with Andrzej Sapkowski. And we were informed that our names were not compatible with how characters were named in the Witcher saga, and that the names were, well, just not good. That was a feedback that was hard to ignore, and we more or less agreed with it, although it was written in a very Andrzej Sapkowski style, so it was pointed. And we renamed a lot of character, and Jethro became Jethro.
Who are you?
No matter. You, Angus?
What the fuck does no matter mean?
Okay, so we'll try to be discreet.
I need some stuff.
Who said I sell anything?
Okay, so this is what I like in games, that the player can try to play it by the ear, and depending on who he talked with, how the player how they understand the situation, they can try different approaches. So I could say Jethro, but he's from the city guard. Ramsmith is probably competition to Salamandra, so maybe Kalkstein or Thaler. Well, let's go with Thaler.
Taller.
This is way over your head. You're making a big mistake.
Spit it out. Who are your suppliers?
Eat me. I'm out of here.
Okay, and now I have to follow Angus, and usually I don't really like the parts of the quest when we, especially in which one, when we have to follow an NPC because they run slower than us and we stop all the time or push them away. But here the objective is to stay not too close to Angus, so the fact that we are running faster than he is a nice obstacle, and I don't have to bump into him for the quest to be successful. So this is a nice usage of a mechanism or a game system that I usually don't like, but here it worked pretty nice. And I realized that I like sort of like quests when you can follow someone and trying not to be noticed. But when we go inside, he will probably notice us.
You're one stubborn son of a whore. I'll make you regret this.
I asked nicely and got nothing. Maybe this will work.
Okay, I tried. I was hoping to stun him. The thing that I would do differently is to place him differently, because he stands between the door and Garrett, and when he dies, he goes into the door. And he's placed like this because we placed him like this. And now trying to loot him, you have to find the sweet spot that is Angus or his leg, but not the door. And we got a key. Some cash and a letter of recommendation. Okay. So now I have to go into the sewers and clean up the Salamandra operation down there. Okay. And going back to how Jethro was named and to the whole Slavic fantasy part, this is actually very interesting, because in 1993 Andrzej Sapkowski wrote an opinion piece to a fantasy, the biggest Polish fantasy magazine, Nowa Fantastyka, it was called Fantastyka back then, where he explained what fantasy is, like the Polish fantasy book market was just, beginning after the system transformation and stuff like this. So he explained what fantasy was, and he also that is usually that European or American fantasy or Anglo-Saxon fantasy is usually based on the Arthurian legends, King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, Good Forces Evil, and stuff like this. And in this opinion piece, it was called Pierrot or No Gold in the Grey Mountains. So in this opinion piece, he made merciless fun of the Polish approaches of that time of writing Slavic fantasy, using like Slavic names and Slavic themes, and he argued that this won't work because we basically don't have in Poland any underlying mythology. All we have is heavily influenced by Christianity. We don't really know how it all looked back then, because all the traces of history and original legends were erased or heavily changed by Christianity. Magic is always related to the devil and stuff like this. And in the 90s, the pieces of fantasy, Polish fantasy that were using like Slavic names and stuff like this were not really good. So so Andrzej Sapkowski, while writing The Witcher, you may notice that the books are based on or heavily influenced by the Arthurian cycle, the themes that are there, like looking for the Grail, Sirius, the Holy Grail, and stuff like this. So it's drawing from Andrzej Sapkowski's vast knowledge of the genre, and he doesn't really like or didn't like at that time like this Slavic aspects being used in fantasy, and we sort of ignored that while naming the characters the first time, and he was not very happy about it, so we changed the names. So long story short, that's how it was.
Scram!
What's beyond the grate?
Not your concern. Get lost.
Angus said I might score some fisstech here.
Since when does he have friends like you? Give me the password, or we'll tie your balls into a Zeracanian knot.
Okay, and that's the moment when bribing the innkeeper of Nunara Court pays off.
Thorn.
Come on in. Just don't do anything stupid. And say hello to Angus. Tell Angus I want my gold.
Okay, so now we can enter the Salamandra hideout.
Okay, go in, but no trouble. How much fisstech you want?
£1.
We'll let you know when it's ready. Go see the chemists down the hall, last door on the left. Push 'em, you'll get your goods faster then.
Where's the boss?
Out, supervising transports. Saw him a month ago.
Okay, and this is a quest where we could go in, signs blazing and swords drawn, and the enemies would just swarm on us, and we would spend a lot of time just killing bandits. But it's more fun the way we do it now, because we get to see how the place really works, that there's a hall or a dormitory. We can see that this is actually a normal operation, a very well thought of operation with a sparring hall, and although it uses the basic crypt layout we always use, because we only had one crypt, it feels like a living place full of interesting places. It seems real. Like there's a kitchen, there's a place where they eat, where they sleep. It's a really well thought out dungeon, let's say. If I was playing D&D, that would be a very good, very nice dungeon to explore. And we get to see it all, like functioning, if we play our cards right. And if I remember correctly, this part of the quest was implemented by Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, who later became the game director for Witcher 3 and now has his own company, Rebel Wolves. But he started as QA, then transitioned to design, and I think this was the first quest he implemented. And I remember the team really liked it because, well, this is a really nice situation here, and we can either, like we do now, just go and learn how it looks, or we can, go in and just kill everyone. But what we will do, we will loot the crate, and then they will attack us, and we'll have to kill them. But at least we got to see how the place looks like.
Stay alert.
Without a hostile Witcher inside.
You dare challenge the Salamandra! Cut!
But at least that way, well, we have to fight a lot of them, but we don't have to fight all of them, because if we came in hostile, we'll have to fight through all of the bandits up to this moment. And now we sort of sneaked in, so killed those closest to us, and now maybe we'll try to sneak out, trying not to aggro everyone. Oh, here are the chemists.
Don't hit me. I'm working. This isn't easy, you know. Don't hit me. I'm working. This isn't easy, Don't hit me. I'm working. This isn't easy, you know. Now some thinner. Yeah, I know. We're behind.
So as you can see, with the one-liners, we
My balls itch.
sketched a very clear situation. Those people, those chemists, they don't really want to be here, and the Salamandra isn't treating them right.
I'm not sleeping. I'm working, really.
Relax. I'm not here to check on you.
Please don't tell them I was sleeping. They'll beat me.
Don't worry, I won't tell.
Thanks. Take this. It's a recipe. I found it among their papers.
Okay, but I think we already knew this potion. So as you can see, in this relatively simple quest, well, compare this to the situation on the swamps, like from I think 2 episodes back, where the episode where I died like 10 times, when we just had to kill a lot of Salamandra. This is like a sister quest to the quest in the swamp, and it offers like small choices, very nice environmental storytelling. To be honest, I like it a lot. Okay, but still we have to... Oh, there are city guards here. Okay, so we'll just help them by killing some more Salamandra assassins. Okay, they're pretty efficient, the guards.
Duty calls.
And this is also very nice that we get to, that we have some friendly NPCs helping us. It feels to helps to feel like we are part of a bigger world where other people have their own agency.
Those dogs were dealing in death. Good work. Go talk to Jethro outside.
Well, and I could help them, but I don't really want to fight, so we'll go out and talk to Jethro.
Good work, Witcher. A few people died, but I'll turn a blind eye.
Self-defense.
Well done. The community is better without their kind. Back to business. Where hides the fisstech producer?
Gellert's the one responsible.
Great. I will secure the evidence and the drugs. For the public good, of course. You deal with Gellert.
Excellent plan. Perhaps I should kill everyone involved in trafficking fisstech? Or maybe I inform Vincent you're seizing goods.
What riles you? You got all you wanted.
That's the only reason I'm still talking to you. But don't give me any more orders. Is that clear?
As a bell. But we still must deal with Gellert.
Fisstech softens your brain. I'll do it.
Get ready, Geralt.
Don't worry about me. I have my potions.
Okay, so I like this part that Jethro is helping us, and but he's a a corrupt cop. So he does that only to get more fisstech. That he's okay. So we get to learn about the camp on the swamp that we've already cleared. And there is some coded encrypted document, and that means that we'll have to clear the swamp here. There is a part of the swamp, a transfer point that we have to reach, and there will be the last boss of this operation, the boss of this operation. Changing swords. I always start with the wrong sword. Silver for the monstrous monsters, and iron for the human monsters. Okay, and going back to the Slavic elements, I think that it is not that you cannot write a good Slavic fantasy or Slavic themed fantasy, because the Witcher video games are known outside Poland or in the world as from their Slavic elements. So CD Projekt somehow managed to use the Slavic aesthetics to make the product more appealing. Sorry for sounding so technical. At the same time, the underlying themes still are classic Arthurian, and I think that also the skill of the people writing things got better, because in the Hearts of Stone expansion to The Witcher 3, the team, that's what I got as a player, the team is making some meta fun of the Slavic elements, because you get those runstones, and most of them are named after Slavic deities like Veles or Svarog, but there are also runes Tvarog, which means cottage cheese, and Pierog, which means a dumpling, and you can connect them to create the dumpling rune world. And Pierog was the name of the opinion piece by Andrzej Sapkowski, Pierog, or No Gold in the Grey Mountain, and he was making fun using Pierog as a fictional name for a fictional Slavic fantasy character. And then years later, the Witcher 3 team used this. I think it was a conscious reference to make sort of good-natured fun from the Slavic themes in The Witcher. have some bad people. I still have time to drink some potions and to kill them. What I like in Act 3 is how, in Chapter 3, how it expands on existing locations, we got to know the sewers in Chapter 2, but in Chapter 3 a lot of new parts of the sewers open, or some other parts get recontextualized, and I like it a lot. It's like, like exploring places you sort of know, but then you learn more and more about them. And if I remember correctly, this part of the sewer were created for some ancient some ancient demo, where the same demo that used the Drowner cutscene, and here we were fighting the then Witcher was fighting, I think, a bonehead, some sort of gorilla-like monster that didn't make it to the final game. And then we reused this part of the sewers for the quest you've seen. Okay, so now I will have to, because I killed the bad guy, but I think I will have to find his remains, because he got some stuff I need on him. Okay. I will just use some source of light, and we'll have to find the body. Looting some coins. That's the problem I have, that sometimes because here, as you can see, the bodies despawn, leaving just like this grisly bones behind them, like the remains object, the object that's called remains. And sometimes when you kill an important character and then have to loot his, search his corpse, you don't really see the corpse, and that is a problem. That's annoying, because if this was a real world, I would clearly see the remains, whose the remains are, but here, but we found it. We found the body, and on the body there is key to Salamandra code and some, and we can see that Gellert also had a royal letter of safe conduct, so it looks like he got some friends in high places, but we are not really surprised about it. Okay, we'll go and exit to the temple portal. go to Jethro and say that we killed the bandits. And while we are here, let's see who lives in the detective's house now. A dentist. Okay. So let's go meet a dentist. Oh, his name is Zachin Schmarzt. And I think that might have been me. A word of context. The default fantasy tabletop RPG in Poland was not, for many years, it was not Dungeons and Dragons, but Warhammer, because Warhammer got translated into Polish earlier than D&D. So basically, default Polish RPG players were playing this grim and gritty, sort of, sarcastic version of fantasy, not the high heroic D&D. And in Warhammer, a lot of NPCs are named using like German words, and the names are sort of like wordplay. You meet an inventor, an engineer in Warhammer, and his name is Kugelschreiber, which means a ball pen. So, and Zahnschmerz is toothache. So I think I named the character. It might have been me because that's sort of my type of bad wordplay humor. So he's dentist, but he's sort of called toothache in German. Not exactly, but close enough for anyone who knows German to notice that, and that's heavily influenced by Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay.
Greetings.
Greetings, dwarf.
No pain in your teeth? Schmarz, sein, dentist.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher, immune to cavities.
Right. Witchers slay monsters.
Generally, yes. Dentist too, but rarely.
Because I'm a collector of teeth.
Want more teeth?
Certainly. The rarer the better. I'll pay.
Oh, that's
I'll look.
That's nice.
Remember, they needn't be monster teeth. I prefer unique specimens with a story to them.
I like quests like this because it puts a new spin to a part of the system that becomes, invisible because it's, it's familiar. We skin the monsters, we got the parts of the monsters like the hearts and blood and teeth and stuff like this, and suddenly for a particular NPC or for a particular quest, the teeth become important, and we start wondering, okay, which monsters drop teeth, and suddenly a part that was boring becomes interesting in this context.
How can I help you?
I've a Barghest skull.
Excellent, Joe. 50 orens. I'll have to crush it. My cousin gave me hammers. How can I help you?
Interested in Fledder fangs?
Fledders. They have channels for sucking blood. 100 orens.
Okay. And if we find more teeth, we'll surely bring them to our sniffing friend. So now we'll go to... Oh, I want to show you something. Yeah, but they are gone for the night, so maybe next time. I wanted to show you how NPCs treat us differently because of our choices, but we will have to wait till morning.
What is it?
I killed the drug lord.
Strange, admitting to a guard you killed a human? I jest. You've done well. Now, take your payment and go.
Maybe you should disappear.
Me? I don't get it.
Deal fisstech again, and I'll make sure you're never found.
Okay, don't worry. I'm a law enforcement officer.
Farewell, Jethro. Remember what I said.
What is it?
Oh, I just wanted
Farewell.
to check if I can meditate here. So, we finished that part, and now we can see Luvarden again, because we have both the encrypted message and we have the key to the code. So we'll probably learn something important. Trade quartered at night is full of full of patrols, but also full of Kikimor workers, and that is some kind of a mystery. Why the Kikimors appear, and also more often than not, the monsters are accompanied by Salamandra assassins, and they don't attack the assassins. So there must be something going on between, like the Salamandra must have some way of controlling Kikimors, and that's interesting.
I'll kill you!
Just as I said. Kikimor here, Salamandra, assassin here, and we are still using not using the right sword to try to change it. Okay. Oh, yeah, they are having fun. I was fighting for my life and they're just, dancing around.
Shame.
I'm interested if I have the Kikimor entry in my bestiary. No, so I will have to buy even more books, but later. Right now, we'll go and talk to Luvarden. As you can see, Triss is in the area because I got healed automatically. Yeah, she was in the area.
Yes?
I have the papers you wanted.
Great. I'll deliver them to our code breakers. Return tomorrow.
We'll essay our next move.
Okay.
Witcher.
Tris is angry at us, but here at the party, she has a different dialogue than at home, so she's not talking about it.
I'll find you later.
That is something that we use sometimes to avoid intertwining of everything that some characters in different situations they just have different dialogues and just don't talk about a topic.
A famous monster slayer gracing my modest inn.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
I need rest. Got a room?
Yes, 5 orens.
First we'll see if no, we still haven't leveled up, but we'll meditate till morning because we have some errands to run, and then we'll go back to Silovarden and see, and we'll try to progress the quest.
Stand still. I'll smash your face.
I'm totally skipping like the fighting part. Or just, you know, some quests and some small jokes, like one of the fighters, his name is similar to a famous / infamous Polish boxer of one time, so
Ruffian.
apart from that, nothing, you know, really interesting.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
We'll try to find the book about Kikimoras.
How can I help?
Oh, we have a diamond. That's good, because we need a diamond for something else. We'll see that in a moment or two, I think.
Splendid.
Now let's go to see the market.
Lean year ahead of us.
Sell here.
Exotic goods from Zerrikania, fragrant with roots.
Not enough orange. Okay, but I bought a book about some herbs, so at least that.
If you're drawn to the secret arts, especially alchemy, you're certain to want my wares.
I still don't have enough money. Oh well. But we learned something. And somewhere here is... Oh, here's the door to the merchant's house. No, it's a gambling den? I've never
Those
been
swords just for show?
here. Well, I must have been here, but I don't
I
remember
need
the
to
location.
rest.
Okay. That's... I like still being surprised by the game from time to time. It will probably come to me what the place was, but... Maybe here is the merchant's house? Yes. Here is the merchant's house. I think I've met him when I was drunk and I've probably slept with his daughter. Yes, I did that. So I'll just sneak in here, take the loot, and I can go back to Nionara Court to give the loot to my friend Dandelion. But maybe before that, a witcher hide your women.
Quite the dangerous one,
He
then.
knows what Geralt is up to in this playthrough.
Well, now.
Because we still have a clerk to visit in the city hall. The naughty one,
Quite the dangerous
the
one.
naughty clerk.
From the ghetto, frightening.
What a stench. At least I'm not a seamstress. Fold, glue, stamp, all. Yes?
Work at town hall?
Unoriginal. You'll have to try harder.
You're a naughty girl.
Naughty girls get the cleverest ideas.
I'm getting some pretty clever ideas myself.
Not so fast. Where's my gift?
What's your whim?
Guess what naughty, spoiled girls like best?
And I already know that she wants a diamond. But you will see that in this instance, the artists nailed. I mean, they used on the illustration. You will see the exact character model, and I think the atmosphere of the illustration will be spot on, like showing this like adults having some naughty fun. And so some of the sex cards that were produced later in the game, they sort of fit thematically what's happening, and some like the vampire one from the previous episode are tonally and visually totally off from what was happening in the quest, because they were drawn at a different time, or there was some miscommunication. But this one is spot on and very naughty.
Let's go where we can be alone.
Lead, milady.
So you can see that's exactly the same character model, only less clothes. Okay.
That's unforgivable.
Let's go back to serious matters. One of it will be the giving the loot back to our friend, and then we'll go to Lorvarden and see if he managed to decode
What brings you here? Never mind.
the secret message, the Salamandra secret message.
Simpletons all around.
I like how both of the Vizima quarters are pretty easy to navigate. There is a lot of characteristic buildings, points of interest, so after a moment it comes very naturally to navigate the city without the map.
Geralt.
Here's your loot.
Great. I owe you one. I need to prepare.
When's your performance?
After 8 at night. Come if you want.
If I can.
Okay. Where is
According to plan.
Lorvarden? Oh, here he is.
Yes?
What did you learn from those documents?
The location of the last Salamandra cell in Vizima's merchant quarter.
I'll hurry there now.
Not so simple. It's beyond the supervised zone. Entrance is forbidden.
So what's the plan?
A city guard officer is our informer. He's posted in Vizima's streets.
How will I recognize him?
He'll respond to a password. Speak the words, "The lily has yet to be engulfed by flames."
I'm getting tired of this espionage crap.
He will answer, "3 lilies make 1." He will direct you to the hideout.
Okay, I love this espionage crap. Like the idea of Geralt going around and asking strangers, talking to strangers, secret passwords and all. It's just ludicrous, and I like it. And also, it's fun gameplay, at least for me. Just walking around and thinking which one of these officers is, the one that's part of our conspiracy.
Geralt of Rivia.
In the flesh.
You managed to avoid the quarantine and gain official support. Martial law is in effect. Wartime rules apply.
I'll do my best to comply.
You'd better. Traitors taste steel.
The lily has yet to be engulfed by fire.
What? Do you want flowers or something?
I mean...
Go and bother somebody else.
Okay, so he was not the one. Maybe this one. They all look the same. Oh, he's just watching me. You should.
Quite the dangerous one bearing weapons on your back.
Oh, this one is a green one. Maybe that's our guy.
Yes?
The lily has yet to be engulfed by fire.
What? Is that a password?
Is it?
Wait, are you testing me? Hey lads, I think we've got a troublemaker.
I better go.
I should toss you in the dungeon. You're lucky I'm receiving a medal from Princess Ada soon.
A medal?
For fighting the elven terrorists.
Aren't there more pressing problems? What about the plague? Monsters?
Do I look like a sap to you? A terrorist bags twice as much gold as a Kikimor.
And they're probably much easier to capture.
Capture? One need only identify a non-human collaborator.
Okay, so he's probably green, so we didn't kill him because he was just, an opportunist. Maybe this one.
Damn, it's hot in this thing. Yes?
The lily has yet to be engulfed by fire.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. 3 lilies make 1.
You could have thought up an easier password.
Okay, here's the plan. At midnight, my unit will arrive in the sewers.
You're not coming with me?
We'll watch your back, but only for 2 hours.
See you there.
Men! Turn hut! Forward march!
Okay. So I will have to meet him in the sewers at midnight. So that means that I can see Dandelion's performance probably, and then go and kill some Salamandra. Let's see if the trees talks to me for long enough to meditate. If she's here at all, because maybe she's still in the new record. Oh, she's here.
Speak, then get out of my sight.
As you can see, here at home, she's angry at us because of the whole I prefer Shadi thing. But that's a good moment to spend the talents we earned. And we'll meditate. Till the evening. It's after 8. Okay, so Dandelion is performing at Nunara Court. If you played Witcher 3, you surely remember the stunning performance of the song about, wolves and blizzard. And I'm glad that the tradition of showing people like performing songs or playing music continues from Witcher 1. But back then, as you can see, we had less budget and less skill, so it's not as stunning as it was. The music is great though, sorry for taking over it. Yeah. It was very short. Budget memory, stuff like this. But I think it builds the world. I like worlds that have their own songs, their own music. It makes the setting look more palpable.
May I ask something?
Of course!
I see many expensive foods here. How do you feel about Vizima's starving?
Ha! Helping the sloths in this city would bankrupt me in a day.
If you helped a few.
I'm a man of principle. If I help the poor, I'd want to help all, without exception.
Farewell.
So they are still thinking about...
I'll find you
They are
later.
still thinking about this...
Sometimes
this coded message. And we'll go to the sewers, hoping that our co-conspirator guard officer is already there. But you know what? I wonder if I should do this in this episode, because if I remember correctly, the action takes on, and there will be a longer moment when we will just, maybe just doing exciting stuff. Oh, we'll see. Remember what I said, that I like how the parts of the sewers are shown in a different context in this chapter. So we will be going to a place we've already visited, but we'll do something else there this time. So first, let's avoid some dramas. I'm doing this for a sport, like that's probably the least efficient way of doing a drown right now. Nope. I'm not engaging. We have more important things to do. And yeah, I probably am tracking the wrong quest. That's unfortunate. Sorry for the confusion, people. And now I'm surrounded by travelers. Great, that's just perfect. So yeah, that's never, you know, play and talk too much at the same time, because then I clearly can focus just on one thing at a time, either talking or finding my way, but will be very soon. This the like basic corridor in the sewer with those two raised parts. They are not really suited for how pathfinding works in this game. Well, we did what we could, but still during fights you can see that I awkwardly jump up and down, or I try to hit a monster that's higher or lower than me, and this not always works. So it looks great, but it's not very well suited for the game systems, and that's one of the problems when you make games, that you have a lot of things to take. You have to take a lot of things into account, not just how things look, but also what's, you know, underneath in the
Comrades,
engine.
the ladder.
Everything ready?
We're expecting the Salamanders shortly.
They know we're here?
No, but they're vigilant. They have an important guest.
I love how we had to make a cutscene just to spawn the object, like the ladder that just serves as door. Geralt is not climbing the ladder, we didn't have the animation, so we just click on it and it reloads us like to the forbidden part of the town. And you might remember that when we first entered the trade quarter, I was talking how we have to we weren't able to use the whole town because preparing quests is a lot of work, so we have to use the martial law excuse to just cut part of the town, but then we found like this situation to show that in the Forbidden Zone also something happens, and I think it makes it somehow makes up for for not having the whole city available at once, because there's some mystery, then we reveal the mystery, and because most of the players probably suspected that at some point they will enter the Forbidden Zone, but didn't know how, and now there's an interesting quest about it, and we go there, through the sewers, which is fun in itself, I think. And what do we have here? Well, I think I drink some potions just to be on the safe side. And what do we have here? A cutscene.
Just a moment. Hurry! Now to begin. Akayala Ambra Kur. We have picture. A blurry one. We may not connect with the Redanians today. Easy, the crystal's warming up. I'll boost the magical correlation. It worked! We have picture!
I greet you.
Greetings, sir.
Enough formalities. What do you want?
Our military bases around Vizima have been broken up. Spies from Nilfgaard may have played a part.
So you're hip deep in manure. Why contact me?
Sir, we're requesting financial assistance.
Why would I help you?
Our mutual acquaintances are working for people with close ties to you.
You must think me mad.
But sir...
You're in over your heads. All your experiments, fisstech deals. I won't help you.
Shh! Hear something? In the corridor!
I heard something.
So as you could see, the game was done in pre-COVID and pre-Zoom times, but still they had the same problem. Do we have a connection? Do you hear me clearly? So that was funny. The other thing that's happening here is that they clearly have some deep political ties, because the guy was from Redania, so he was clearly someone important, and we can see that Salamandra operations reaches far is not only about Temeria. That's an international issue. And now we'll go and see. Oh, so the guy is the King Radovid the Stern, the King of Redania, and you will know him from Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. And as you can see, from a technical point of view, he's an invisible character right here, standing in front of the mirror, and we did it such a way so he could be visible in the mirror. We do some tricks during the conversation itself, but to start the conversation we have to click on a character, so he's here but just invisible. And here is his
Here I feared those idiots would bore me with incessant pleas, but they proved entertaining after all.
Who are you?
Radovid, I don't like being interrupted.
Listen, Radovid.
As you can see,
you'd better explain your connection to Salamandra. I'm sure we'll meet
we are trying to show him in the mirror, but because he's in fact standing next to Geralt, but just visible only in the mirror, the camera not always gets it right.
I changed my mind.
A tool?
Political leverage with...
And he's looking like so strangely to the side because he's standing next to Geralt, in fact, like the character is standing next to Geralt's character.
Good luck, Witcher, and say hello to Ada.
Okay, so he talked to a king through a magical mirror, and he mentioned Princess Ada, so probably something is going on between those two. Let's see if there's something important. Oh, more people here. As you can see, they didn't really react to all the fight that was going on upstairs, because, you know, due to the how the engine works, the cellar is not downstairs from the ground level, but it's side to side, like quite a distance, to be honest. So they just didn't register us until we were teleported to the second part of that place. That place, the part of the basement. That's just, you know, funny technical issues. And the one guy was just sleeping, not aware of what was going on. this is where I think chapter 3 shines. Like, we start something and we are tossed in the middle of a huge political intrigue. Suddenly we are talking to a king, there are magical mirrors and stuff like this, and we are thinking, oh, so what's next? We'll probably go back to and talk to Lovarden, maybe to trees, because we found this magical stone. So we're exiting, thinking of the things, of our next steps, and suddenly, as we will see, the story changes direction a bit. This is one of the longest cutscenes in the game, because we needed to explain the situation very clearly to the player, and to do that we needed to have close control over the camera and what's happening. So this is one of the only places when we take control of the player and just see the werewolf, just show the werewolf doing werewolf stuff. But as you can see, he's not killing the civilian. And I think that when the game came out, the werewolf actually had fur, and here, at least at my setup, something is not rendering properly, so he looks like a naked, I don't know, guinea pig or something like this. It would be awesome to be able to show all of it like through a playable sequence, but it was impossible at the engine, at least in the budget we had. So, and we needed to move the player from one location to another to show the whole dynamics between him and the werewolf, and also like the building jumping parts. You know, girl jumps only on cutscenes in the Aurora engine.
Geralt. You know me?
It's me. It's me, Captain Vincent.
This explains your disappearances at night.
I was covering you. Those imbeciles didn't even crawl from the sewer.
You want thanks?
Just tell me what you learned.
So, when we first met Captain Vincent, I said that he was inspired by two characters from other works of culture. One of those characters was Captain Vimes from the City Guard, Ankh-Morpork City Guard from the Repredatory works, and the other inspiration was Batman. You know, Dark Knight, being the vengeance and the justice, and scaring the crap out of criminals, but in a fantasy version, so as a werewolf.
Radovid spoke to the salamanders through a teleprojection.
The King of Redania? Some support?
No, he refused, but they have mutual friends.
Anything else?
Nothing special.
We're on the same side.
I can help you break the werewolf spell.
No need. I'm better at catching criminals this way. Also, the criminals fear this terrible monster that defends the poor. Meaning me.
So, as you can see, we want to we need the player to make a decision whether to kill Vincent or spare him, or kill the werewolf or spare him. But to ease the player into the situation, both of their choices had 3 options, and the third option, like I can help you break the werewolf spell, was to explore the topic, but it's written in such a way that it defaults to the basic choice, which is binary, kill him or spare him.
Why should I spare you?
Why wouldn't you?
You kill humans.
How many have fallen by your sword? I'm not a monster on the inside, unlike you.
So he's saying, you know, we both kill people, but at least I'm a human at heart. But you, Geralt, I have my doubts. You look human, but deep inside, are you really a monster? Maybe you are.
You're right. Appearances don't matter.
Thank you. Let us both be on our way.
Okay, so, you know, this part here, that was a spectacular despawn, but this part here was an arena for the fight if we decided to fight Vincent. And to leave the arena, we have to go into the old forge.
I'm not liking this. Better check the cellar. The hideout of Vincent the werewolf. Did he think himself a superhero?
So yeah, this is where we play on this his sort of Batman thing. And you know, the funny story is now it looks just, you know, like a hideout of someone really interested in armory. But when we were drafting the quest, I think the designer responsible for this part was Karol Kowalczyk, and in the first draft that he did, this cellar really looked like a superhero, like a Batcave with some, you know, he took some parts from an old mine set to suggest that maybe Vincent has this, you know, cart on rails to move under Vizima faster, and it really looked like a Batcave. But to do that, he used a lot of old assets and rescaled them, and abused what they were good for. So although we loved the first sketch of this location within the design team, we loved it because it was very superhero-like, but it didn't look good. The lighting was off, and it looked sort of like a, you know, something that a modder would do, abusing the assets. So the artists decided to do it that way, so it lived up to the, you know, standards of the lighting and stuff like this. But in my heart, it is still a slightly cringy superhero cave. And we are back in the sewers. Oh, how we missed you, drummers. Okay. Let's see, where is the entrance to Trade Quarter? Okay, it's right behind the corner. So I think that was peak chapter 3. We go kill some bandits, and there's a magical mirror, a king, a werewolf who's also a captain of the city guard, and suddenly it all becomes less political, more Witcher-like. We had fun designing it, and I had fun playing it. So right now we'll go back to Nunara Court, just to talk to Leeuwarden about... First, of course, we have to kill some Salamandra and tomorrow. And then we'll talk to Leeuwarden about this magical stone that we found. And I think that would be it for today. I love how ridiculous the fast silver style is with this somersault, or I don't know how to call it. I think that that the team like preparing or designing and mock-upping the Witcher fighting styles did a tremendous job, and I know they had fun designing all of it. Okay, so let's go and report to Leeuwarden, and that will be all for today.
Yes?
I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Show it to Triss. She knows about such things.
I thought.
I know nothing about magic.
Witcher.
Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Use plain language.
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base.
So...
I need to speak with Leeuwarden. We'll talk later.
Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching this episode, and I think in the next episode we'll be wrapping up chapter 3. Thank you and goodbye.